Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. It is December 18, 2024, a crucial period in time because the Federal Reserves and Jerome Powell are about to make the decision today. And about, I don't know, it's 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about an hour and 9 minutes from now. And this is going to shape what happens the next 30 days and beyond, of course. I still feel like they're going to pause in January. I think they're going to cut rates this time around, and then they're going to pause in January. And I think the next meeting is after the inauguration. So, and that's probably when everything will be probably at the peak, and then ready to for Fed to pause actually, and then flush the markets down the drain. But we'll see. That doesn't mean that's going to happen. But for some reason, I'm feeling that they're going to pause in January. But I do believe today they will cut rates because if they don't, the markets will crash. And then we're going to have to look at the bond market, which has been rising lately, and we're in big trouble, right? Because that bond market will implode, in my opinion. If the Feds pause today, the bond market will implode. Let's just put it out there, all right? So it doesn't mean it's going to implode all the way, but it will, in my opinion, it will implode about 10%. And that's enough to change the world. That's enough. Well, what are we in right now? We're in the break of the system. So the grave surrender is happening in the Middle East, and China's ready to invade Taiwan, and all these other things. So we're ready. So we got aliens and drones attacks and stuff. So we're at the point of no return, right? We are at the point of a break in the financial system, the global reset. So if the Fed shock the world today and pause, the markets will flush, and the bond market will implode, in my opinion. And that I don't even will Trump be able to get into office? That's the main point, because if the bond market implodes, it's going to be all everyone for themselves, like So will Trump be able to get in office if that happened, right? So we have those are things we have to think about, right? So I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see, but I believe the Feds are not there yet. I believe they're going to cut rates today, and then they're going to keep that pause for January, and either January or February. One of those 2 months they're going to pause. The moment the Feds pause, it's probably gonna it's gonna be bad, right? So it's gonna be bad. So the moment the Feds pause is going to be bad, right? Because that bond market is that bond market wants to implode so bad, and they want to do it under Trump. But they can do it before Trump gets in there, or they can do it after Trump gets in there. I don't know, but they've already said they're going to most likely implode the bond market under Trump to make him look bad, right? So we got to keep an eye on that. All right, so moving on from there. So let's see what happens at 2 p.m. today. This is very important. We all have to watch out, and the markets are in fear right now of that decision. It's a 50-50 decision right now, and the markets have been red today, and you see LUNC is red because, but in my opinion, the Feds are going to cut rates today. But man, if I'm wrong, Lord help us. We're in big trouble. We're all in big trouble, right? So our investments are in big trouble. Everything is going to flush, and it's going to flush severely. All right, so we need to watch out. I believe all the stuff that's coming out of insider information, because of course I'm an elite on information. They're going to cut rates, right? So we'll see. We'll see. Or hope better. We better hope we're right. Or down we go. Timber. You want to talk about some cheap prices? We're gonna get them. If the Feds pause here, it's going to be danger, danger, danger. Okay. So let's see what happens. All right. So point 0012, and we have the Christopher has actually made it live. So he didn't put it on Commonwealth because they said that it already been on Commonwealth. Now, reason why I thought that the 1.5% burn tax would go to Commonwealth again is because I thought they were going to do a renewed version of it, but they're keeping the same version that they already put up several months ago on Commonwealth, and so now they've made it live on the governance. So we'll check that out here in a second. Let's go to USTC, and it's down 6%. All right, and yeah, so everybody's waiting for the Fed decision here. People got out just in case the Feds do pause, right? So but I'm not getting out because the Feds pause. We're just gonna buy the dip, right? So it gives us a chance to buy the dip at a very, very low prices, right? So it will suck, but we'll just buy the dips and hope that the markets recover, right? It is what it is. It's just nothing else we can do. You know what I mean? If you don't sell down, then you're here for a longer term, and you're here to buy the dips. Then you have a great chance to buy the dips again. But we do believe the Feds are going to cut rates today one more time, and then I believe in January they're going to pause. Inflation is going to be rising again, and they're going to have to pause, and that's just going to be awful. That's going to that's going to that's going to bring complete chaos into the markets. And but anyways, it is what it is. All right, so let's go here. And so that's Luna 2.0, 50, almost 50 cents here. And last 7 days, you can see everything to the downside. All right, so the markets are hanging on for dear life. If the Feds cut, though, the markets are going to turn around in a big way and go upward, we believe, right? So as you can see, everything is down the last 24 hours. But look, we're up in the last hour, just a little bit. But everything down, 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 down. Even Shiba Inu, everything. So the Sui is still up though. Nice, 471. Wow, that's awesome. H bar still up a little bit. So some things are still up. Pepe's down 7%. Wow. So some things are really down big. But Pepe runs really well with rate cuts. So the Fed's cut rate, watch Pepe there. That'll be a one to buy. Pepe's going to absolutely moon if the Fed's cut rate, just like it did last time, right? So watch Pepe for that as well. But if the Feds pause, Pepe is going to dump faster than everybody else, as you can see here. So we'll see how that plays out. But long Pepe, if the Feds cut rates, man, long Pepe. Pepe likes to moon with rate cuts for some strange reason. I don't know why, but okay. So theta's down, everything's down as you can see here. But last hour, we're coming back up a little bit as we have basically 1 hour left before this. This is the biggest decision of the year, right? This is the biggest rate cut decision of the year because the bond market wants to implode, and if the Feds pause, the bond market will implode. Okay, so this is the biggest decision of the year, and it also is going to affect the presidency because Donald Trump's about to be inaugurated, and the bond market implodes. Will even Donald Trump be able to get in? So this is going to be important here. Now the Feds picked Donald Trump, right? The Feds picked Wall Street picked Donald Trump. So would they turn their backs on him now after he's pumped the markets like this? That would be awful, right? So um, I guess we'll find out in 1 hour. Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, let's go to Galaxy Station here. And here is the 1.5% burn tax set on chain tax rate to 1.5. So we got a lot of yeses and we got a lot of no it veto. So yeses and no it veto. And the only way to stop this, it looks like the yeses are going to, it's going to reach a threshold. Of course, it just opened, so it's going to reach a threshold for sure. The only way to stop this is no with veto, right? And that's what we said months ago. We said, did Christopher make too many enemies here? And if he did, then Uh, they're just gonna they're not gonna do they're gonna go from they're gonna take their nose off and they're all gonna go no with veto instead. Um, and to try to get to that threshold, is there still a 33% threshold for no with veto? Or 30, is it 33, 35% threshold for no veto for it not to pass? What's the threshold for no veto? I thought it was like 35% no veto. If it reaches that threshold, then you can't pass. Even if you have enough yes votes, you don't pass. So that's going to be their game plan. I told you that 3 months ago when Christopher made those people his enemies. I said, they're all they're going to do is go no with veto. They're not even going to go no. They're just going to go no with veto and reach the threshold. Then it doesn't matter how many yes votes you get, it doesn't pass because the no veto threshold I think is 33 to 35%. They hit that mark, it's over. So you know what I mean. So it doesn't matter. So and that's their game plan. That's what exactly what they're doing. So a lot of yeses, but as long as they hit the threshold for no veto, it's not going to pass. So if I was Christopher, I'm looking at the people who vote no veto and then hitting them up and saying, what we got to do to get you to go over to no, you know, or get to go over to abstain, right? How do we get these people to go to abstain and get out of the way? I don't know. I have no clue. Maybe give them some lung cookies. Airdrop them some lung cookies. Okay, so let's go over here. We're 10 minutes in, so let's get out of here. I gotta eat my lunch. 22 million in volume there, and we have 38 3,800 in burns today for that, and 15% on staking ratio. Oracle pool, yeah, we're still, but hey, 90 still holding, man. So that's 90 billion still holding, nice. All right, community pool to the upside as well, and I think does the reverse tax? Can somebody answer this? Does the reverse tax actually send more tokens to the Oracle pool? Let me know. Because that's been implemented now, and we did the upgrade yesterday. So, does that send more tokens to the Oracle pool? Does the reverse tax send more tokens to the Oracle pool? Somebody let me know. 85 million lost today in delegations, or all nodes added 1 billion. Oh, interesting. Orion added 786,000. Okay, Jesus Lord added 233 million. That means that's 786 million, excuse me. NITAWA added 416. So all of a sudden, everybody's like adding, like going to these big dogs because they're trying to manipulate the voting. That's what's happening here. Jesus Lord 2 lost 446 million. Okay, so uh, I don't know. He put the burn tax up, and somebody said, "I'm out." That's crazy. So somebody was an enemy there for on Jesus Lord. See, they were with Jesus Lord until they put the 1.5% burn tax, and then they're out and to try to weaken him. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look at all nodes, right? So these guys are being pumped up so that when they vote, it makes a big difference to either sway it. But I'm thinking all notes and these guys are gonna probably stay abstain, unless they already voted and I didn't see it. Let me go back and see if all notes has voted yes or no. Abstain. Nobody's voted abstain yet. So all notes hasn't voted yet. They're usually the last ones to vote anyways. No votes. Okay. And then yes votes. Okay. It's gonna be interesting to see what Stakebin does, right? What is Stakebin gonna do? Because Stakebin said that if you implement the tax to gas, then we would vote yes for the 1.5% burn tax. Now we don't need the tax to gas because we have the reverse tax now that's been implemented. So I want to see what Stakebin's going to do here because they did say they were for the 1.5 if the reverse tax came in. We don't need the reverse tax anymore. I mean the tax to gas. We don't need that anymore. We have the reverse tax. Will Stakebin vote yes? Will Happy Caddy Crypto vote yes? Right? So Happy Caddy and Stakebin was the deciding factor last time around, right? But now Happy Caddy is an enemy to Christopher. He's an enemy to Brad. It looks like Brad and him are going at it on Twitter, right? So Yeah, so you guys make enemies, man. This is what happens, right? Now you need them to help you, right? So that's why I don't like making enemies, man. I don't like making enemies because sometimes you need your enemies to help you, man. you know, I don't like making enemies, man. So, oh man, now we need our enemies to help us to pass the 1.5% burn tax. Oh man, that's crazy. that is that's humbling, right? That's a humbling thing when you need your enemies now to help you pass this 1.5% burden tax. Thank God we already have a tax though, so just in case it doesn't pass, hey, we already have a tax, and we're already scheduled to repay by April, so it doesn't matter. It just will basically guarantee it by April. 1.5% burn tax will probably guarantee us April, and we're scheduling out April for repay, right? USTC April May time period. But I think if we had the 1.5% burn tax, we could we're probably guaranteed to repay, around that time period, and not just a timeline of suggestions. Okay, so here is the validators, and nothing really has changed, and it's not going to change until we get into that 3025, 305 area. That is our money zone, and that's where all the big changes are going to take place. So we did lose two validators out of the top 10, but other than that, nothing's really changed since then because we're not in that money zone yet. So let's see what happens. We have less than an hour before the Feds make the decision. This decision is going to change lives. right? So, so let's wait. Let's wait for this. Who gave the Fed all this power, by the way? Which is ridiculous. The whole world is waiting on Jerome Powell. He's the most powerfulest person in the world because the whole world is waiting on him to make a decision that's going to affect the entire world. And you think presidents and kings and all these people run the world? It has the most power in the world because whatever he decides at 2 o'clock is going to affect the entire world. That's crazy, man. Like, who gave this man all this power, man? Somebody take this power from this man, man. All right. Anyways, it is what it is. Peace out. God bless. We'll see what Jerome Powell does, and it will affect the markets. If he does a rate cut, the markets will explode to the upside, and we will continue all the way into Trump's inauguration, in my opinion, and we'll climax somewhere there because I believe they're gonna actually pause in January. If he pauses today, watch out below and then watch the bond market. We are going to be in big trouble. Peace out. God bless. I'll see you guys in the next video.